Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers, Champagne Beverage, and also Buddy's Bar and Grill, as the Lions would be back in action in Game 2 of the regional against the Bryant Bulldogs. Here's the action. 2 o'clock first pitch against Bryant on Saturday, and your team would start off good in this one as a base hit right up the box to start the game.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you what, came out the gates with the right attitude. Jacob Seward does a fantastic job of lacing that ball back up the middle for a single, and then we put a little pressure on them with the hit and run. They keep trying to pick, knowing we're going to run again, and there they go. They throw it down the right field line, putting that self-induced pressure on them, and Seward gets all the way to third base there with nobody out.
Very big sequence as Seward gets to third base, like you said, with nobody out. You can see back for day 2, big crowd on hand by Southeastern. Jamison Fisher will get hit by a pitch here, so now you have runners at the corners with nobody out in the first inning. You're cooking with something against a very good arm. Yeah,
you know, we did. We had a very good arm. They had a very good arm going to mound. He was 10-1, Schlitter was, and you know, I had some opportunities here to score even more runs, but you know, we get the wild pitch here again because we're trying to put pressure on them with running, and you can see how aggressive we were running the bases. Fisher goes always from first to third, and now we got to run at third, nobody out. Unfortunately, we didn't have the ABs we needed to here to get a run in, but at least get the one and turn it over to Tate C&O.
Tate C&O was good once again in this ball game as just attacked the Bryant hitters. A very good offensive club from Bryant, and Tate just continued to pound the zone.
Yeah, did a fantastic job of with his fastball of dominating the zone, and also you can see here, this is when he's really, really special, is when he gets that changeup going and the secondary stuff going. As you saw in the regional or the conference championship game, he just dominated with fastball, but you saw a nice changeup there to the 3-hole.
Here was a big sequence as well. First and second, nobody out for Bryant. A great play by Fisher behind the plate. Gets a big first out of the inning after they couldn't get a bunt down.
Yeah, you know, again, it goes back to us eliminating the innings, and their pitcher did a fantastic job of eliminating some innings against us, but obviously Tate C&O did a fantastic job for us as well of eliminating some big innings, because I think both teams had double-digit hits, but not a whole lot of runs. We ended up scoring only 2, and they scored 1.
Big strikeout there, and then he would finish the inning off and get out of it. As you can tell, you could see as Tate just kept challenging him, you know, with his fastball, and did a very nice job, got deep into the game for you.
Yeah, you know, it was nice to see, especially after the last outing that he had there in the conference tournament, to have gone back-to-back in the conference tournament. Obviously, we want to make sure he got enough rest and recovery, and he did a fantastic job all week of getting his body ready to come back and do it. You know, obviously here we try to go in, and maybe it was wrong call at the time. It was my fault. I told Coach Lakeman to throw that ball there, and but the guy did a fantastic job of lacing on the right field to tie the ball game at 1-1.
And that young man was a very good hitter for Bryant, but Tate comes back and is able to get out of the inning. And then they're kind of getting something going again, once again, as they lead off with a double. And this was another big sequence in the game, as we're going to see. You're going to change pitchers here, and what I want people to realize is it's 1-2, as Tate had thrown about 4 or 5 fastballs in a row that they had fouled off. He decided to change pitchers in the middle of the at-bat.
Yeah, a great job by Coach Morgan here. We kept talking back and forth with it. He told us to make the change, and I listened to him, and I obviously made it just look like a genius there with Klotz getting the strikeout. Just knew we couldn't move up that runner, and then they get the runner to third base there with 2 outs, but you see Klotz again with that changeup, the same guy who beat us the first go-around. We didn't let him beat us the second go-around. We get out to go in the 8th inning.
Very nice job by Mason Klotz. He was big in this one. As we go to extra innings, as you can see, this is the 10th inning, as we're going to lead it off with a base hit.
Yep, and Jamison Fisher singles there to center field, and probably 95% of the ball clubs in the country probably bunt the guy over, trying to get him in a scoring position. But Andrew Gabo comes up. I got confidence in Andrew to drive the ball the other way and to move the guy over and get a base knock, and does a fantastic job there, just shooting it through the 4-hole. So now we got first and second, nobody out, and allows us to have a couple guys in scoring position. You know, right after we mis-execute a bunt, we run a hit and run, and Daniel Mendez does a fantastic job hitting the ball in a 4-hole. Beats the pitcher there, the bag. His pitcher didn't get over, and now we got the bases loaded with 1 out. After not executing the bunt, we execute the hit and run, which allows us to do this. And I tell you what, that's a fantastic job of Sam Roberson there. That's a 1-2 count and a 78-mile slider down and away. Puts the barrel on there to center field for the sac fly, which would end up being the winning run.
Lions go up 2-1 at this point. You can see they get first and third with nobody out in the bottom of the 10th inning, as it got a little scary here for the fans there, Coach, as they come right back.
They do. We don't ever make it easy. Let off with a double. They got first and third, nobody out. Not very often you see us get out of a situation like this. They stole second. So after the strikeout, we decided to intentionally walk them. And here's the play of the game. Andrew Godbold does a fantastic job of letting her rip there at the plate, and we cut him down to the plate to end the ball game.
Very nice job of Godbold getting behind the baseball, as we're going to see it again here. Gets behind the baseball, comes through it. I'll tell you, where I was sitting in the stands, had a straight-on view of the throw. Looked like it might have came out a little bit high, but it really had backspin on it and had a nice throw to Fisher, who made a very athletic play for a catcher.
Yeah, he really did. Like you said, we were kind of right on line watching fly the baseball, hoping he would wouldn't overthrow it. But Jameson does a fantastic job of adjusting to it. Goes and gets the baseball, and then like that tough catcher he does, he goes in there for the tag with his head down, and we end the ball game there. And only the second win in Southeastern history in regionals.
No doubt about it, the first regional win for Southeastern since 1992. Big win. Lions win this one 2-1 against Bryant. Matt, I don't know how many times you'll see this, a walk-off double play in this fashion where you throw somebody out at the plate. A tremendous throw by Andrew Godbold. Fisher does a nice job hanging on and getting the tag and beating a very good Bryant team 2-1 in extra innings.
Yeah, you got to tip your hat to that Bryant bunch coming out of the Northeast Conference. The Northeast Conference champions. They had 42 wins on the year and had regional experience last year. They beat Arkansas in game 1 of the regionals last year and went 1-2, and so it's a back-to-back regional appearance for them. And a mid-40 or high-40 RPI club. And yeah, I thought both clubs came out a little bit lackluster from the night before. They got beaten extra innings in 10. Also, we had the tough loss there at the end, LSU, and I thought both teams kind of felt their way through it for the first 5 or 6 innings, and then both teams kind of turned it on. They kind of started to compete a little bit and kept trying to find a way to move some guys in and over. And Sam Roberson has a big sac fly. Guy makes a good pitch, has a big sac fly for us there. And then, like they said in a press conference release, usually talk about Andrew Godbold's 3 hits in the game, but obviously the play there at the end it makes the Sports Center top 10 at number 5 as best play of the day. Just awesome to see that kind of the publicity.
Well, Coach, national publicity is always a good thing, and 2 weeks in a row, you're a Sports Center top 10 play. We had Kenny Menard in the conference championship game against Central Arkansas, and now Andrew Godbold with the play at the plate there to end the game against Bryant.
Their season has come to an end.
Hold my beer, watch this. NCAA Baseball Regional, Southeastern Louisiana, Bryant. Southeastern Louisiana clinging to the 2-1 lead. Bases loaded. Andrew Godbold catches the fly ball, fires home, and got him.
Well, Coach, national publicity is always a good thing, and 2 weeks in a row, you're a Sports Center top 10 play. We had Kenny Menard in the conference championship game against Central Arkansas, and now Andrew Godbold with the play at the plate there to end the game against Bryant.
Yeah, just obviously shows what we've done all year defensively. Done a fantastic job of trying to eliminate some big innings, and it shows you how talented we really are. When you get that type of publicity, that type of exposure, not only does it help us recruiting-wise, but it helps Hammond and helps the university as well.
Based on RPI, the Baton Rouge Regional was the toughest regional nationwide in the NCAA tournament. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have more for you right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality 4 dealers, Champagne Beverage, and also Buddy's Bar and Grill in Hammond.